Hi guys, I'm back up here with another daily motivational message for the collective. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings if you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those. You can DM me, we can get you set up, come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below, let it hear from you guys to start the discussion, as well as let's go share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So I have one card from that African tarot deck that I have here for the foundation. And then I have 4 cards from this nature deck. I don't even remember what it's called. This one, this green one here, this kind of with the leaf, to clarify that, okay? All right, let's go and get it popping, okay? So the message has to do with the 8 of Swords, right? With the 8 of Swords here, this has to do with mental prisons that we're in and internal conflict, especially with the little, I don't know what the fuck, that beast back there. It has to do with your most inner fears, kind of shadow work going on here, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. We're deciding as a collective now not to be victims or fearful or slaves in a sense to our internal conflict, right? So right now what's happening is finally standing up, or even in a sense there's an opportunity to stand up for yourself, right? Damn, your girl is fucking ashy. I'm sorry. Anyways, it's an opportunity to stand up for your fucking self, okay? This is that type of energy. You got the opportunity to do so or remain in an internal conflict here, right? This is that type of energy in here where you can either continue to keep walking the way that you're walking or make a change, in so many words, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. Your girl was on ash mode, bro. Okay, anyways, let's keep moving forward, okay? Yeah, with the winter, right? This is that type of energy. We see this as, if we really look at this picture, as, yeah, right now it's going to require a lot of hard work right now. Right now it's pretty cold outside. You know, we're getting the cuffing season. Even though this ain't a love reading or anything like that, you're going to see the majority of the herd, right, shackling up in these moments in time, right? But you might be in an energy where you're going to be assed out, where you're going to be solo, you're going to be really grinding through, right? This is that type of energy with this winter card. Of course, it might not be what you think it is right now. Of course, it's going to be like shitty, right? This is that type of energy. You're going to have to like really understand that, like, you're going to have to see when it comes to something that you desire, right? This is something that you desire, right? You're going to have to put wands in. You're going to have to put blood, sweat, and tears in. You're going to have to work from scratch, right? This is that type of energy here. Everything is a cycle in these moments in time. And as of right now, we're trying to fix our lives. We're trying to overcome this conflict. So right now it's going to look like everything's I'm hearing empty, right? Empty, empty. That's what I keep hearing here, where it's like you were running on E, but you got to start somewhere, right? This is that type of energy here with this 8 of Swords and this winter card. It has to do with, come on now, everything's been, you know, in the winter, everything dies, right? So this is that type of energy. It's that type of energy, yeah. With the feeling better card, you gotta think, man, like you're really in this process. You see the different colors here, right? It seems like your life has been gray, and this, I don't want to say you're, us as a collective, gray, right? This can be you dealing with, I'm hearing depression, or you you dealing with some hard emotions, right? For some, I'm hearing suicide, okay? Or not even like just the attempt of it, right? Thoughts of it, right? Because it gets real over here, right? This is that type of energy. Right now, what's happening is a type of energy where we are in general, right? This is that type of energy. Let's say like you're at your ultimate low, right? And when you're at your ultimate low, right? Because we got the Eight of Swords, right? That's the moment that you ask for God. Like, right? And you ask for God and God shows, right? This is that type of energy. God reveals to you what you need to do and how you need to do it. And where you're at is where you're supposed to. It gives you clarity on that, right? Then you're going to see, right? From that ultimate low, right? Where your situation might be fucked up, right? But you can see from the other side what's going on. You can understand that you're having a Job moment. You can understand that this moment's temporary. And then that grayness starts to go away. You start to change your mindset, right? Change your mindset. Because with this Winter card, this could be like you could have had everything. And then you fucked around and lost everything. Right? Lost everything. Because winter, things die. The leaves fall. Everything goes away. But it might be gone. But you got to think. We still got spring. When it all grows back. And summer. Right? This is that type of energy here. Where I see this I see this winter card kind of more as a Five of Pentacles, asked out, losing everything, where I see this doing better card as a Six of Pentacles, right after you lost everything, getting square, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. Yeah, I can't make this shit up. We got the summertime, right? What I see here in these moments in time as you go forward on your journey here, you're going to start to go through the seasons. We still got spring, where everything's going to start to sprout. And when it starts to sprout and start to grow again, grow back your land, right? Because you got to understand, even with Job, right? God took basically everything from Job, right? To really kind of like test, I don't want to say the loyalty, but to see how Job would react. And after going through that test, God blessed him tenfold, like more than what he actually expected, right? This is that type of energy here in these moments in time. You got to think we started out with nothing. And now we're ending here. Not really ending. We're in the process of once you go through your journey, coming into a space of straight of full harvest, more than what you can fathom and where your mind can even visualize, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here, where starting from nothing and coming to prosperity, abundance. And we know prosperity and abundance don't have to only be money, right? This is that type of energy. Yeah. Getting out of that blue energy, depressive energy for some, not all, not for some, that the tips of, suicide here, because I'm hearing that's for a particular group of people, but that's not for everybody, right? If it's not for you, let that fly, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here, where you're starting to see the understanding of your journey. Because some of y'all, even for that, let's just talk about that particular specific group of people, because it's not that many people, but because not everybody's that kind of, no offense, that going that extreme with it, right? What I'm seeing here at these moments in time here is where you have to understand, like in these moments in time here, God is not done with you yet. You have things that God needs you to do on this plane of existence. So that being said, wanting to go to that second dimension or that second place where we do work at for God, we're that's not where God needs you to be right now. So this is that type of energy. Your life matters, right? You have purpose. But the thing is with that, you have to find it. How do you find it? By going through the fire. By going through the fire. You can't get to your purpose and why you're here without going through the fire. So this is that type of energy in these moments in time. Do not allow your internal demons, your internal, this little motherfucker here, to scare you away from your journey. That's why I said here at the beginning of this reading, you have an opportunity that is presenting itself to be brave and no longer be a slave to your mind. We have the internal, we got the 8 of Swords here. This is an internal conflict. Yeah. Whatever your mind is telling you to do may not be, if it ain't of God, it ain't of you. Right? So this is that type of energy. I know it's rough. Yes, I know it's rough, right? I couldn't imagine how you would feel in this type of energy, but I can be empathetic and I guess, what do you want to say, supportive and understanding, right? But it's really here. It requires a mental shift, a mind change on how you're viewing your situation, right? This is that type of energy, okay? That goes for that specific group of people. But if you're not dealing with that whole, what we've been talking about, that suicidal thing, right? Just apply that in your life where it's at, okay? Because there's 2 messages coming out here. Okay, yeah. With the last card, it's me. That's what the card is, right? Take a look at it. It's your own personal evolution. You know what I'm saying? You got to crawl before you walk. You got to walk before you run, right? This is that type of energy here. Where as you go through these stages, as you stick it out, as you experience what you need to experience, these different type of levels, you'll start to understand yourself a lot more. You'll start to evolve, right? This is that type of energy. You'll start to see why you had to go through what you went through, right? This is that type of energy at these moments in time here where you just got to spend some time with it. Let it breathe, you know? Yeah, it might look fucked up right now, but don't throw in the towel just yet. Don't throw the towel in just yet, right? You want to stay till the end because your fruits of your labor will be there. It's like giving up before the prize is given out to you. Right? This is that type of energy here. To wrap this message up, it's about you understanding that you're on a journey. And when you're on a journey, you experience some real shit, right? And with that real shit, it requires you to stay 10 toes down on where you're going, on your creator, and staying prayed up, staying God up. Building that relationship with God. Because what I'm also hearing for some of y'all feel like y'all don't got a signal, right, to your creator. you're going to have to understand that stop looking for God in big places. You ain't going to find it there. When it's in the detail, right? God is right in front of your face, but you're missing the mark, right? Like I told y'all, God comes in the form of yourself. God knows that, right? You can understand yourself because God can morph in any form that God wants to be in, right? So that being said is God can come in the form of yourself and speak through you. But to know the difference between you and the flesh and God is if it's a way, if it ain't something connected with who you are, right? If it ain't something that, if it's something to harm you, harm oneself, that ain't a God. That ain't a God. Our God is a loving God. For anything that is against that, for the love of self, for the love of its child, its creation, that ain't a God. And you have to understand, man, when you got callings on your life, when you got some major callings on your life, when you got some major things on your life, marked on your life, when you're anointed, when you are chosen, of course the world is going to want to destroy that. The opposition is going to want to confuse you and make you feel like you less than, but knowing that you are worthy. You're above the scum of the earth. But the scum of the earth is going to try to make you feel like you switch roles here. Right? This is that type of energy here. A lot of y'all have a lot of, got some callings on y'all's lives. Where the opposition is going to try to keep you from that. Do not give that to the opposition. You're worth too much. You're too much. You're too valuable. You're too loved. You're too loved. I don't give a fuck what your circumstances look like. I don't care who's in your life and what's in your life. I don't care what you're viewing at. God gives the hardest lessons to the strongest soldiers. Once again, to wrap this message up here, you got a calling on your life. Do not allow your calling to pass you by just because of what? This. You have an opportunity to not allow yourself to be enslaved to your circumstances. You got the opportunity to stand up for yourself, right? Because you got to understand, man, I've been reading this book here. I know I'm supposed to go, but God really got this. Is a powerful message, right? Where it's by David Goggins, called Can't Hurt Me, right? His life was like, if you read, I'm not going to go too deep in it. He had a fucked up hand, a fucked up deck of cards, right? And he decided, right, he got this fucked up hand, right? This deck of cards, right? And he didn't like the order that they were given. So he reshuffled the deck, right? So this is that type of energy in these moments in time. He started to use his pain and analyzing his pain and suffering, right? Where he started to become, quote unquote, hell, right? And so that being said, in these moments in time when you're going through hell, right, you become hell, right? Why? Because it can no longer consume you once you are it, right? You put yourself in that dark space to analyze that space, right? Because when running away from it, it's gonna give that indication of fear. You have to understand in the wild, bruh. You're either you're a hunter or being hunted, right? So with certain animals, right, if they sense fucking fear, they're gonna play the fuck off of that. But if you stand firm and within your stance in a space of bravery, right, that I don't give a fuck mentality, you're not about to just take me. I'm going to fight for me, right? It's going to throw that predator off, where it's going to be like, I don't know if this is going to be easy catch. I might have to fight for this. I might not leave alive from this, right? Despite if it looks, if you look vulnerable or not, right? This is that type of energy, or I guess if you want to say on the food chain, lower on the food chain or not, right? It's based on heart. It's based on courage, right? Right. Okay. So to wrap this message up, do not let your mind scare you out of your purpose. There's too much on your life to be feeling sorry for yourself, for being in an energy of feeling hopeless for yourself. There's too much in your life. There's too much at stake. Your spirit got more than what you think you have. It's called. All right? So stay up. And stop looking for God in big places, because that's not where you're not going to find God there. And God's going to come in the form of yourself. When you ask for God, God will show. Right? Right. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all messages are not for all. They're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you can DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys and start the discussion. As well as just going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? I want you guys to have a good day. Stay up. Remember, fight for your spot. Do not allow the opposition to scare you out of it. And yeah, bye.